Hello and welcome to yet another episode of What's on My Table. And today we have a very interesting product. So I'm just going to open it right here in front of you. Let's have a look at what this is. It's a really nice looking pouch, isn't it? So what we're going to try doing with this is understand what is it used for and why have I purchased it. So it is the pouch which actually holds a wireless Go 2. And when I say a wireless Go 2, uh, I'm talking about three little pieces of equipment, which are nothing but the receiver and the two transmitters. So let us look at how these devices actually sit inside this particular unit. I'm sure each of you have got a lot of Rode microphones, and sometimes you just need a little nice pouch which kind of holds everything together. Of course, this is shipped with a particular pouch, which is so we all do know that the Rode Wireless Go 2 is shipped with a particular pouch, but then that pouch is really small, and I have it right here. So let me show this to you. This is the pouch that came with the Rode Wireless Go 2, but I would say it just doesn't really hold everything together so well. So you'll have to put three of these things in and then put some wires, and then it becomes a really fat, um, you know, package, and you can have things falling out of here, and you never know if something presses onto the display, it could actually damage it. So that's the reason why I use this to store two important things, which are the Rode VXLR um, converters from the regular 3.5 jack to the other jack, which is the XLR. Now, that said, let's go back to seeing our new product, which is this. So, if you have a look at this, this is a really neat little product, and which is available for anything right from 370 rupees, which almost translates to around 370 would be around uh, five dollars. Yeah, around $5 or less than $5, and it is an absolute steal for around $5. That's the cheapest I have gotten one for. So I picked up another one just so that I have two of these, so I could use them as and when required. Coming to the receivers, let us see what we've got here. We've got one receiver and we've got two transmitters. And I have this nice little silicone protector for it because when I go for shoots, there are times when my clients actually drop this off on the floor, and this would help it take a little bit of a bump. One surprising thing that I found was that when I tried to put these into this particular socket, it was a little tight. So I had to literally push it in, but I didn't have plans of removing this and putting it every time. So I just decided I would go ahead with it and use it by pushing it in, and that made this pouch a little um, looser over a period of time. But it's fine. I think it's made with some sort of styrofoam strong material, which over a period of time might work well. So this sits in fairly well. There is a little bit of a depression here, which helps you remove these things out. Otherwise, this would be really hard to remove the receiver or the transmitters. So that's it. This is exactly how much space you get for each of these things. Coming to the cables, I usually carry a microphone, which is made by Sennheiser because I'm really comfortable with the Sennheiser microphones. So I have one, or sometimes I have two microphones which need to go into this set. So the microphone kind of goes in here. And then, of course, you have the main cable, which is nothing but the 3.5 to 3.5 jack, which comes with the Rode Wireless Go 2 that goes in here. These charge with almost any phone charger, which is USB Type C. So this is kind of sorted. The good part is you have this flap, which actually comes in front of this. So none of the wires or the metal objects kind of scrape your receiver or your transmitter. Without this, I would like to show you how it really fits in. I think this is a very smooth and it's a pretty good fit. It just slides in like so well because this is kind of satin. Can get dirty, but I kind of use my hands after giving them a good wash, so this doesn't get dirty. But without this, it's an absolute charm. It just sits in there so well. But with this, over a period of time, I think you should be able to easily fit in two or three of your uh, units without actually damaging it too much. But over a period of time, it'll kind of get loose and sit in there. Like I said, I've got another extra pouch which sits super well, and it's exactly the same brand. The reason why I bought two was because of the cost. So this has been used for a while now, and you can see how well it sits in there. It's pretty smooth, but it's after a few months of usage and kind of sits in there fairly well. So I'm taking this out. I've got a monitoring earphone too, and if you ask me, I could even put that in here. It sits there fairly well. I have this split cable. I'm sure most of you know what this is used for. If you've got this receiver and you want to actually split that signal into two individual lines so that you could feed it into your audio recorder as individual channels, or you can do that with this cable. So this cable also goes in here, and of course you can put all this together, give it a little bit of a press, and there you go. It sits in really well. You also get a nice little tag, which looks okay, not too bad. I've never had any issues with it so far. I use it on my existing unit too, and it does the job fairly well. I usually pull it out like this. I'm never holding this to pull it out, but I think that's an extra add-on. And for just the $5 I paid for it, although the listed price was around $25, for the $5 I got it for, I think it's a steal of a deal. I'll post some links for you to be able to buy this off Amazon, both here in India and also in the US and other countries. So feel free to use those links. I might earn something small from it, and I'd be happy to do more videos like this in the future. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you guys soon on the same channel, What's on My Table, with more products. So, very soon. So, today I decided not to use any of my good cameras like the A7S III and other cameras because we've got a new system called the Phone Link, which allows you to connect your Samsung S22 Ultra or any other Samsung phone which kind of has the newer operating system directly to your computer, so you can actually monitor the entire video recording on your desktop while you're recording it on your phone, and it just gives you the entire interface on your desktop while you continue recording. So that's a great feature, and I think that's amazing to be able to use that while you make videos like this. So the entire setup out here is just the phone recording this entire review. I hope you liked it, and go out there and buy your little Rode wireless go to kit. And if you have any little um, accessories like this um, dead cat for the microphone, you could keep that too inside this. I got a nice little keychain, a complimentary keychain from Rode when I took part in one of their filmmaker competitions, and that came in this. So I've kept this because it looks really nice. The branding, of course, this is not really what it is, but I think it looks pretty cool with that branding there. I mean, don't we all like brands and their logos? So let's get a little pic of this too. Got that, and maybe that pic will be the display picture. Sorry to sound a little, that could be a bit of a cheat to tell you guys that this is what the pouch looks like, but it's not the real part. This is just a third party manufacturer, and I think they've done a good job with customizing something like this. Thank you guys, and I hope you like the review. I'll be reviewing more pretty soon. Goodbye.